So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Brady now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 32 that time. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. So the Patriots coming out now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, he was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know who's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cedric Thornton with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this is incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Martellus Bennett, his second touchdown on the season, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly...
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. To throw, it's Brady. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 50 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
That's a matchup. Maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad? Yeah.
And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call him the passing backs. They get him the ball in different ways, don't they? And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So big pickup that time, and Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. If he's able to
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rex Burkhead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots continue to roll. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's a
And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots are... So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. And now out come the Patriots. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Dion Lewis, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Brady gives this one to Lewis, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On second down, here's Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And running with power here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola, his fourth touchdown. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've had a very solid first half in his... And he's in! Touchdown, Patriots! Chris Hogan with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Brady to throw on second down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Goes underneath here to White. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Brady now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dwayne Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are pouring it on. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want get your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in. A single game, what a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots continue to roll.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great, D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. So the Patriots coming out now. Brady going to throw. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, 42 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. The second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. time to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And it's caught here. Amendola. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wiggles free. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a you're really almost discrediting their work.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Time running out here on the play clock.
By 20! By 20!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. Now Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried it deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert. 20.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Brady going to try and throw on third down. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. Where Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say,
Dion Lewis past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis, 71 yards. And the Patriots continue to roll.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get him.
Dion Lewis. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, 76 yards, and the Patriots are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Throwing now is Brady. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there for New England. 48 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to...
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And now out come the Patriots. Here's Brady. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Lewis. Oh, now he bowls him over. Fights through, and now a crease. 30, the 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Resign them so you don't lose them to free agency.